Hey, guys, episode 5. Guess who's back?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Brett Zubler and Jayme Colino.
That's right, I'm here. Brett, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you, sir?
Awesome. Good to be back. Enjoying these days.
I gotta say something real quick. Hey, guys, sorry you missed us last week. A lot of crazy things have been going on, which we'll touch on in the show. I know you missed us.
That's right.
But we're back.
We are back, and that's the important thing. So, shall we take care of some business here first, Brett?
Let's give it to our first sponsor. Jayme, go ahead.
Johnny Keys, the master locksmith. Anything stuck? You want Johnny to pick it. That's right. So just go ahead, give him a call. You can find him. Just Google him. You can find him. Tell him that you heard about him from this podcast. And I think the first pick is free. So, yeah, that's out of the way, Brett.
Wonderful.
How was your day?
Well, I almost had to cancel.
Uh-oh.
I was at the DMV. Yeah.
I'm sure that was fast.
Oh, it was fast. Even with an appointment, it took me 8 hours. No joking. Girlfriend got her license today. And, I've realized something. Yes. Well, hold on. You don't know if she got it yet.
You just said girlfriend got her license today.
Well, you didn't hear the first part.
Okay.
All right, this is exactly what happened. All right, I've realized that the DMV is a place of broken dreams and miracles. All right, now listen, okay, girlfriend goes in to get her license. She goes in to get the California license. Her license is still Illinois.
Yep.
And she goes in, fails the first time, and was just devastated.
Yeah.
Came to the car, was absolutely devastated, and I said, hold on, relax. You can go back in an hour.
Doing the boyfriend thing.
Doing the boyfriend thing, calming her down.
Good for you.
I said, let's come back in an hour. We come back in an hour. She goes, takes it again, comes back. So joyous. She passed. Everything was flying colors. And I just never seen someone go from that extreme low to that extreme high. I think everyone should go to the DMV if they need sadness and happiness all in the same day, because it's truly an emotional roller coaster. If you can't make it to Six Flags, go to the DMV and do something. Trust me, you will not be upset at the results.
So can I clap now, Brett?
No, go ahead. She got her license.
Yay!
She got her license.
I actually met her today. She is wonderful. A very, very nice girl. Yeah, well, now she's going to be driving in L.A. Do you think that's going to be anything close to Illinois? Because I've never driven in Illinois, but I can speak to L.A. And
well, there's a bunch of transplants out here, and everyone is a shitty driver.
Yes, that is correct.
It seems to be terrible.
It annoys me immensely. To the point where I've actually finally figured out the system. And it's been years, but it just occurred to me within the last 2 weeks that when you're on the highway, in most places, the left lane is for passing and is the most open. However, in LA is the complete opposite. And I'm not even kidding here. I drive in the right-hand lane and I pass everybody, because everyone in the 3 lanes over on the left are just doing below the speed limit, and the right lane is completely open. So that was my big breakthrough, and that's my gift to you today.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
A day at the DMV. Actually, we're going to be broadcasting live from the DMV next week. Actually,
you have
guys.
an appointment?
Yes, I thought you could come with me. I'd have someone to talk to.
Kill
we could just
time.
Rattle this off.
That's
maybe we'll
sure
get a new sponsor out of it.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Yeah.
Well, you had some big news.
I did. I had some really big news. I had 2 auditions in the last week.
Now it's my turn to clap.
Well, I didn't book them, but thanks, Brett. Thanks. There's that high and low again that you were just speaking of. But anyways, I went in for the guest spot in a pilot. I was supposed to be playing a hipster. Had to have my hair. Had to have my hair in a man bun. Which was very demeaning.
I'm sure it was.
And embarrassing. I had somebody come over and do it for me, and then I had to drive to the audition and walk the streets of Hollywood with all the looks that I got. So I'm sure that just, undercut my confidence. But I didn't get that part. But the casting director brought me in a few days later for a completely different thing,
Nice.
which was really good. And that audition was 2 days ago for a national commercial, GoDaddy.com.
Nice.
I don't know if I should have said that if I don't get the part. Disregard that. I didn't say what the audition was for, but I'm not the only one who's been auditioning. Brett,
I finally got an audition.
there you go.
I got an audition.
That's why you're in Hollywood.
Exactly. I got an audition for Hershey's Snack Mix.
Yes.
It was fantastic to get the audition, but when I got there, sadly, it was a terrible experience.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you ever, for those of you who don't know, sometimes you have to audition with someone else,
Yep.
someone who will be reading beside you, and I was
Another
really,
actor.
Another actor, yes.
Or, I'm doing air quotes, actor.
Exactly. And the guy who I read with, he got the script literally 30 seconds before he got in there. And
Preparation.
yeah, preparation, it was not his best friend. And it was terrible. It was rushed, but hey, I had an audition.
That's right. Hey, that's all you can ask for. That's what we're here for. Well, actually, no, I'm here to book roles, but it starts with the audition.
It starts with the audition.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it helps going in there smelling good.
Yes, it does. Smelling good indeed.
Which leads me to my next point. That in Hollywood, if you walk the streets long enough, you can find anything on the side of the road. Because this week I found a full bottle of unopened cologne.
Oh.
Yeah, it was Curve cologne.
Whoa.
Yeah, I took it home and I smelled it. And I enjoyed it. So I kept it. First, I test sprayed it on a plant to make sure it wasn't poison.
Right, of
Or
course.
some sort of acid or something like that. But yeah, I ended up keeping it. And I was really happy about that. Almost more so than not booking the first audition.
Well, yeah, so that's fantastic. You know, I wish I would have found cologne after my my partner bombed at that audition. I'm sure, at least I don't have the part, but at least in my shame and self-pity, I'm smelling well on the streets of Hollywood.
Yeah.
That's what I aim for constantly.
That's what you should have told him after he bombed it for you. He said, you should have told him, you owe me a bottle of cologne right now.
Well, I'll smell them later.
Okay, awesome. We have one other thing to talk about, and I'm not sure I want to, but Brett has forced me to discuss this horribleness that I like to call the Oscars.
Oscars!
Yeah, that's nice. Brett, I'm right now debating whether or not I should leave the room while you discuss who won.
Well, let's just, briefly touch on your picks and who won. For Best Picture,
Yeah, that's right. I picked The Revenant.
Spotlight won.
Yeah, thank you.
Actor in a leading role.
That's right, baby!
That's right, you got it right!
Yes, I did.
I'm
I
betting
got that
on
one.
Jayme.
Yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio. Yes, he won. And I picked him. So, 1 for 1.
1 for 1, man. Out of the
Cool.
3 ceremonies, the award ceremonies that we picked, you're on a roll now. You're
That's right.
finding cologne.
Yeah.
You're picking people in Hollywood that are winning. You're on a roll now.
I am, yes. I was until the next award that was handed out. And it was Brie Larson who won from Room. And as you all know, I did not pick her. So if you guys want to tune in any award show in the future, I will pick, and you guys can happily pick someone else, because knowing that I limited the odds of winning for you guys.
Well, hold on, you're not done yet. You got
right.
2 more to pick from. Let's see how you did. Actor in a supporting role. Mark Rylance for Bridge of Spies.
No, not even correct.
You didn't get
No,
that one.
Not even remotely close.
Well, how about actress in a supporting role? Alicia Vikander, the Danish girl?
No, that's not Kate Winslet, was it?
No, not
that's
at all. No.
No.
Well,
Yep. That's great.
there's always the Tonys.
Yeah. Maybe I should stick to the Tonys.
We're doing the Tonys,
That's
guys.
right.
We're going to be live from New York City for the Tony Awards. We just thought we'd tell you that. But as we're going to take our first commercial break, just remember, always email us at fedupinhollywood
Yes,
at
please.
gmail.com.
Yeah, follow us on Facebook.
That's right.
Fed Up in Hollywood.
Fed Up in Hollywood, guys.
And keep listening. All right, guys, we're going to take our first commercial break, but we'll be back. We have some really good things to talk about. At least we think they are. That's why we're talking about them. And we'll be right back.
Hey, Love Crusader, I want to be your space invader.
Hey, guys, welcome back to Fed Up in Hollywood at gmail.com, guys. Our next sponsor is brought to you by Rewind Catheters, guys. Be kind, rewind. If you do feel so inclined, guys, these guys are great. I use them all the time. I needed a catheter last Thanksgiving. Guess what? They were open. I just called them up. Delivered it right to my door, guys. Be kind, rewind catheters, guys. They're off the corner of Sepulveda and Magnolia in
I know
Los
where
Angeles.
that is. Yeah. That's a great spot. High traffic area. Well, we got a new segment. It's a nice one, and it's hopefully going to be a weekly one. And it's called Oh Florida.
Down to Florida, we welcome you to the Sunshine State. They're kicking back and soaking up the rays every day in Florida. Florida.
Awesome, yes. So among, I'm sure, many other things that happened in Florida, this week, guns right advocate Jayme Guilt bragged on her Facebook that her 4-year-old son, and this is a quote, gets jacked up to target shoot.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's what she said.
This couldn't have gone well.
Recovering at UF Health after she was shot in the back by her 4-year-old son in a car. According to the Putnam County Sheriff's Office, the woman was driving on State Road 20 and Rowland Avenue when her son got a hold of a handgun somehow in the back seat. He fired a shot that went through her back, and now tonight they tell Channel 4's Francesca Amaker that they have plenty of questions for the family.
I've got plenty of questions as well, and I'm not too sure where to begin. I don't know if that was the target that the son gets jacked up for, but shooting your mother in the back is definitely some sort of Freudian or Oedipal complex, I would imagine.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess, hey, only in Florida, right, Brett?
Only in Florida. Well, guys, you know what it's time for? It's time for everybody's favorite segment, This Week in History! All right, guys. This week in history. Today, in 1876, Alexander Graham Bell made the first successful call with the telephone. He spoke the words, "Mr. Watson, come here. I want to see you."
That's history. In 1302, and this is reported by William Shakespeare, although I don't know to whom or when or where, but that the characters Romeo and Juliet were married on this exact day. And I guess marriage was annulled when they couldn't consummate it because they were dead or something. I guess.
Yeah, you can't get
know.
married dead.
No, you can't.
No. Well, lastly, guys, today in 1940, W2XBS TV in New York City aired the first televised opera as it presented scenes from... Wait, I can't believe I'm reading this.
Yeah, you are.
Pagliacci!
That's right.
Pagliacci. Guys,
That's
Pagliacci
a little shout out for us.
himself
Yes.
does the music for
This Week in Hollywood.
This Week in History.
And history.
And history as
Can you
well.
tell I'm reading notes? And
No, not at all. No, the teleprompter. God, Gary, I told you before. Get it together.
Yeah.
Craziness.
No, that's a little shout out for us. When we saw that clip or that little blurb, we had to throw it in here. Yeah, we won't go too much into the backstory, but
We met while doing Pagliacci at the LA Opera.
That is correct,
If you
yes.
want to know how me and Jayme, this dynamic duo, got together, we did Pagliacci at the Dorothy Palmer Pavilion.
Dorothy Chandler.
Dorothy.
It's okay. You don't have to drive there anymore. I mean, I'm sure you know where it is. It's not like you have to.
Gary, I told you the teleprompter is messed up.
Hey, it's all right. Don't worry about it. We can fix this in editing.
You know what? I feel like a real bonehead right now.
Speaking of which,
it's time for Boneheads in the News.
Well, I picked out a real winner.
Oh, who's your pick for Boneheads
I'm
in the
not
News?
going to give this guy I'm not even going to mention his name. But I just happened to come across this. And it's interesting. It's him talking about a conspiracy theory, although I don't think he knows what a conspiracy theory is. And just listen, and then I'll give you my riff on it in a second, along with another story that I'm sure my family will love to hear again.
Benay Ramsey did not die. Nobody died. Nobody got hurt. That sacrifice was an in-name only. And that sacrifice was to get something, and that something was to become a star. Joan Benay Ramsey became Katy Perry. That's a fact. So if any of you continue to lie about this person dying, you are in fact a false witness to murder and death.
Really?
Yeah, no, you heard it here first. Well, maybe not first, but you heard it here. This guy believes that John Benay Ramsey wasn't killed. She actually, I guess, went underground and is now Katy Perry. I mean, it just... Plus, I don't think he understands what the word fact means, because he uses it as to that being a fact.
He knows for sure. He has DNA samples.
Yeah, I guess so. That's a fact, Brett. I'm just going to start throwing that out.
Katy Perry is John Benay Ramsey.
That is a fact. That is a fact. So, going back to about a year and a half ago, I was working at a movie theater. And this attractive lady came in, and I was working concessions, and she ordered some tater tots as well as a box of Sour Patch Kids, and we were going back and forth. We were riffing and both laughing. And then when it came to the Sour Patch Kids, she noticed that there were no blue ones in the packs anymore, and I just happened to say that, the blue ones were just depressed. They killed themselves and were no longer part of the Sour Patch family,
of course,
which she thought was funny. So I went back to one of the cooks and told him about the exchange, and I was thinking about giving her my phone number. And he peeked along outside, and he said, with a little giggle and a smirk on his face, yeah, you should, give her your phone number. And so I guess I succumbed to peer pressure and gave her my phone number along with the note saying, if you ever want to go on a quest for blue Sour Patch Kids, that I will happily go with you. I gave her the note, and she walked away. The cook came out laughing, and when I asked why he was laughing so hard, he told me that I had just made a complete idiot of myself in front of Katy Perry. Yes.
What?
Yes.
You mean John Benay Ramsey?
I guess so. Yeah. True story right there. And so I get to this day I hear it from my family, because at the time I only had a house phone. I didn't have a cell phone. And so I've been told multiple times that she probably never called. She just texted, and I never texted her back. So I have that guilt on my shoulder for the rest of my life. Thank you very much.
Did you get a call from Alexander Graham Bell?
No. I wish I would have got a call from Katy Perry saying, come over, I'd like to see you.
Oh, well, it's in time.
Yeah, no, the time has passed. Right?
Right.
I believe the time has passed.
Fair enough. Well, my bonehead in the news right now is a woman named Chantel Bacon. Amanda Chantel Bacon. She has this new diet fad that's called Moon Juice.
Yes.
And so I'm just going to give you a little excerpt. It goes on pretty extensively, but I'll just give you a little bit of what she says in her diet. And she's trying to get everyone in Los Angeles, eventually the world, this new diet. For breakfast, I have cordyceps, reishi, maca, and shilajit resin.
Hey, wasn't she nominated for an Oscar for her role in Room?
She was. Okay. Now she's eating her for breakfast. I throw Hoshu Wu and Perlin as part of my beauty regimen. I chase it with 3 Quinton shots for mineralization and 2 lipospheric vitamin B complex packets for energy.
Wow.
Let's see what she has for lunch.
Oh, this is great.
For lunch, I had zucchini ribbons with basil, pine nuts, sun-cured olives, and lemon with green tea on the side.
Yep.
This is such an easy, elegant, and light meal. I made this while on a phone meeting before heading out for the rest of the workday. I often alternate this with my other lunch staple, a nori roll with umeboshi paste, avocado, cultured sea vegetables, and pea sprouts. This is my version of a taco, and it's insanely delicious. These ingredients are all pantry samples, so I eat some version of this every day. All right, we've read enough of that. Let's see what she has later on.
Oh, yes, I'm so intrigued.
If I'm home around 3 p.m., I always reach for coconut yogurt with cardamom, dried figs, walnuts, and apricots from a weekend farm visit and a chunk of raw dark chocolate. I ferment big batches of coconut yogurt and make big batches of raw chocolate spiked with maca and any other medicinal herb I'm focusing on. It's easy to do and makes for potent, fast snack food throughout the month.
This is great. I'm taking really big notes right here.
Well, let's see what she had for the pre-yoga dinner.
Oh, please. Yes, I'm intrigued. I'm at the edge of my seat.
I had an early pre-yoga dinner at Shima in Abbot Kinney, which is my 3-year-old's favorite restaurant.
Of course it is.
I had a seaweed salad with micro cilantro and daikon and a delicate broth of mushrooms and herbs. From 7 to 9 p.m., I went to my Kundalini yoga class at Rama Yoga in Venice with my go-to teacher, Harja Wiccan. My son and I made a batch of almond milk and vanilla chia pudding for the next morning at bedtime. We like to have cups of it before it's totally done, when it's more like chia milk.
Wow.
Here we go. Dessert.
Oh.
At 11 p.m., I had a nightcap of heart tonic and raw chocolate made from one of my big batches. This one was made with my Moon Pantry heirloom raw cacao, reishi, and shaga mushroom, sprouted brown rice protein, and coconut oil. I love chocolate, and on some evenings, I don't want to deny the indulgence, so I've devised a million low-glycemic recipes. Shut up! Just shut up, lady. Listen.
Brett, how much does this cost?
$700 a month.
Yeah.
I left out the snacks.
Yeah.
I left out the snacks. I don't want to bore our audience. Just shut up, lady. You know what? I'm sick of this. Listen, you can be healthy, you can eat clean, but get over yourself. Moon juice, for Christ's sakes.
Well, I mean, I started a diet too, but now after that rant, I'm not sure I want to tell you. I mean, it's pretty much, it consists of unicorn horns and leprechaun testicles and Easter bunny meat.
Oh,
and,
Easter bunny meat.
And, yeah, and Bigfoot's tooth. So it's really good.
Well, I heard that was great in an heirloom pasta.
So, Brett, what is she for you this week?
She is a bonehead in the news. Well, we got to take a commercial break.
Yes, we do.
Guys, stay tuned. Remember to get us on fedupinhollywood@gmail.com.
Any ideas you have, any ideas at all, even if it's just email us. I'm pretty lonely sometimes.
We'll be right back. Hey, guys, welcome back.
We're back.
Hey guys, we got to give a shout out to our third and final sponsor of the day.
No, what? Are you serious?
1-877
Why?
What?
Why? What do you mean what? We couldn't get anyone else for this.
Gary?
This is the worst
Oh my.
jingle in history. I will double what they paid us to be here. Yeah, it's Cars with a K, and it's a bunch of creepy kids. Yeah, great. That's nice. I'm actually going to leave the room right now.
They paid for the spot.
That's not. I would have doubled it. That's great. Yeah, wonderful.
Well, Cars for Kids, guys.
Yeah.
If you want to donate your car today,
Yeah,
KRS Cars for Kids.
It doesn't even make any sense because despite what they're singing, you don't donate your car and get a kid, okay?
No, that's false advertising.
That's right.
Actually.
It's not cars for a kid, okay? Absolutely ridiculous.
It's not like I'm going to drink moon juice and go to the moon someday.
Well, I don't know. You're going somewhere if you're been drinking moon juice.
Maybe I'll go to the spiritual moon, man.
Oh, man.
Oh, God. Ridiculous. You know, I question society sometimes.
Yeah, you and me both. I know I do.
Is it time?
It is.
Well, guys, it's time for... I'm going to turn the mic over to Jayme Colino. Guys, here's another segment. Dear Society.
Dear DMV, thank you for always having a line for me to wait in. It's a great place to meet new friends and find that I have one thing in common with so many strangers. The fact that we utterly despise every square foot of every one of your buildings. Not even a one-night stand with a beautiful stranger feels as good as leaving you, knowing that I've just wasted 5 hours of my life and will never get them back. I am so glad that the unemployment rate have finally reached 0%. Otherwise, I'd be wondering why the fuck you don't hire more than 3 people to work at your windows when there's a line bigger than one filled with teenage girls outside the Staples Center waiting to catch a glimpse of One Direction. I wish I could take a giant dump on your floor so that you would know how I really feel. But that would cause one of your 3 employees to clean it up, causing the wait time to increase, and I don't want to upset any of my newfound friends any more than they already are. From my heart to yours, Jayme Colino.
Oh, Jayme, thank you so much for that. And I just got word from Gary the teleprompter that our first official guest in Fed Up in Hollywood has arrived.
No, you're not. Really?
Yes. Jayme, do you remember our last episode? You told me about the old man who was swearing at you because you thought...
No, he thought I was going to hit his car.
That's right.
And I wasn't even close, and then he flipped me off twice.
Yeah, well, he's been listening to the show, and he's actually here.
You go. Great, this should be good.
His name is Victor Furlong. He's from Van Nuys, California, and he's actually here. So, welcome our first guest on Fed Up in Hollywood, Victor Furlong.
Yeah. Hey, Vic. How's it going? You here to apologize?
No, I'm not fucking here to apologize. You're here.
Yeah, I am here. What does that mean?
I thought you were going to apologize to me. You almost hit my car.
Now, Vic.
Hey, don't talk to me.
Okay.
You had me on.
Yeah, I know we did, but why? Why would you come back?
I see you got your hat on. You got your shirt on, Mr. Hot Stuff. Oh, I work at the ABC station. I work for CBS. You know what you guys are? Your generation, you're just a bunch of jagoffs.
Yes, I guess so. It's wonderful, sir, hearing this again.
No, who's this fat bastard to your right?
Oh, thanks a lot, Vic.
Oh, yeah, that's what you get. That's what you get.
What does that mean, that's what you get, sir?
Don't even talk to me. I'm not even looking at you.
You're on our show, sir.
Okay. Yeah, just take it easy, Vic.
I do what I please.
Yeah, that's great. I think maybe that should be it. Gary, can we get this guy out of here?
Oh, get your hands off me, monkey. You're nothing but a bunch of millennial bastards.
Yes, awesome.
And you all smell like moon juice.
Great, thank you very much.
Victor Furlong,
I guess.
ladies and gentlemen, our first guest.
Wow. I would almost rather you have brought Katy Perry back.
I'm really sorry, Jayme.
No, we can't get her?
She declined my invitation.
Yeah, mine as well. Oh, so you know who else is in our news?
What? Who?
Our big friend Chipotle again.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Another dose of E. coli has hit their restaurants.
No.
Yeah, but you know what that means for us?
Free burritos!
Yeah, that works for me. Yeah, I mean, I will take the chance of getting E. coli if it's free.
I'll do anything.
I don't want to pay for E. coli.
No.
But if it's free,
it's free.
Yeah, why not? I'll try that. Oh, we have one more last segment right now,
Oh,
Brett.
that's true for all our sports fans. All right, guys. In sports news, Peyton Manning retired. Guys, thank you so much for listening to Fed Up in Hollywood. Guys, thank you for another great episode. Make sure you get us at fedupinhollywood@gmail.com. It's been fantastic. You guys, we're almost at 100 views now.
Oh, yeah, the last one I think was 90 last time we checked. So
90.
it is moving up.
We are.
Spread the word, spread the love. Listen to it twice. Make sure you listen to it. Tell your coworkers. tell your unemployed friends. Just tell anybody you want. Any shout-outs, Brett?
Yeah, I want to give a shout-out. I want to give a shout-out to 186 Productions. I want to give a shout-out to family, friends, everyone watching. Remember, fedupinhollywood@gmail.com.
Follow us on Facebook. Good night, Canada. Good night, everyone listening that I talked to. Miss you guys, and thanks for listening.
We'll see you next week.